What's up? And how's it going? What's up, Rez? Sorry for the little bit of a delay there on tonight's stream, but I'm here. Ready to stream, ready to get back to playing some more Pokemon. Let's go, Eevee. So, we made actually quite a bit of progress last night, which I'm really happy about. Not too excited about this next part. I was telling Stacy just before the stream, this might be my least favorite part of the game. I'm not a big fan of the whole, like, having to go across the water for a very long time. But, that's okay, though. We're gonna get through it. It's a long way, though, but we're gonna get through it. It was actually pretty good not last night, though. We made a lot of progress, for sure. Caught Zapdos, which is pretty exciting. Everybody looks all healed up and pretty good. So we'll go ahead, not really try to delay anything too much. We're gonna go ahead and travel to Pallet Town and go south from there. Give 11 to Eevee really quick. Alright, here we go. Part of me, like, when I was younger, I used to like to actually start at Fuchsia and kind of like go over there, go to Seafoam, then hit up Cinnabar. But in my older days, I feel like going from Pallet Town and working south is probably the way to go. Maybe not though, because now that I think about it, if you do it that way, then you could hit up Pallet, then Viridian. I don't know, we'll work it out. Let's go to Fuchsia, let's just do it that way. So, Rez, how was your day? Hopefully it was a pretty good one, pretty decent at least. I'm gonna hit up the Pokemart right before we go. There's no Poke Center on the open sea, unfortunately. Good on Pokeballs. Great Balls and Ultra Balls. Was kind of boring. That's okay. I feel ya. It's kind of the gist of Monday. Very boring. Really Monday-y. Could really feel the mund on this day. I said it in my head and it worked, but now that it's out, it didn't sound right. But yeah, just a Monday. Had to work and just very typical things, really. But, you know, I had the same attitude. I mean, it was okay. At least it wasn't a bad day, you know. Just very Monday. Really hoping that all of this really goes pretty well, though. Again, this is probably my least favorite part of this game. I'm not gonna really stress that too much, but it's cool though in some ways. At least we get to see some decent water Pokemon. It's something I can say. I mean, we've seen Krabby, whatever the heck was in Misty's battle, or gym. I meant gym. So we'll get to see some cool water Pokemon. We got Lapras last night too. I'm not using it though. Decided to stick with Gyarados. That's the only thing, like, it's not my only complaint. I'm sure if you've stuck around this long, you've heard a few that I've had on this game, but another complaint I could say, nothing too bad, but in a way, it makes me dislike certain aspects of it. It's the fact that when you want to add a new like, Pokemon to your party, it's not really that easy to get them leveled up to everybody else. Like, it's not very easy at all, unfortunately. I've been trying to think about that, like, a little bit today in a positive way, and it just, I guess it's more of a difficulty raise you don't think about. But they do, I can say, actually mitigate a few of the Pokemon throughout the game to like your current level a little bit better than what they used to. I've noticed that, so that does help some. Hafiz, hello. How are you? Thanks for jumping in over on YouTube. Magikarp, carp. And let me see who's up front. I don't want it to be Ninetales, and it is. So let's move Ninetales and replace Ninetales with guess Gyarados. Swimming's great, sunburns aren't. Golduck. I just like Golduck was such a cool Pokemon. Very underrated. Bon, hello. How are you? Thank you also for jumping in over on YouTube. How was the day, Vaughn? Hopefully you had a good one. Also, sorry if you hear our cat in the background. She's in heat and she's very loud. Like, very loud. That's basically how I feel, Riz. She's very loud.
I can hear Skittles purring through my headphones.
Hmm?
I can hear Skittles purring away from the kitchen through my headphones.
Is it crazy that we have two cats that are louder than our dog? Stacy was just telling me she could hear Skittles purring from the kitchen, which I can't hear that. But I do hear Riley just going crazy. Golduck does have a cool design. Too bad he's not a strong one. That's true. They really like emphasized him in the anime. I still feel like he's underrated there. But yeah, definitely not that great. I kind of feel like that with most of Gen 1. Like, Blastoise is good, Starmie's pretty good, Gyarados is good, and Lapras is good. All the other water Pokemon are pretty meh. I mean, Kingler's good if you know how to use it right, but they're very meh Pokemon in, like, as far as water goes in Gen 1. Choco just be chilling for real. That's literally all she does like 90% of the day. Unless a cat pisses her off. And then she chases the cat. Goldeen was the worst water type in your opinion? Seaking's not bad, but I mean, I feel you. Like I said, I just said not favorites. All the others are just kind of meh. I always wanted Cloyster to be so much better than what he is, and he's... It's just as well, you know? It's like a not as good version of Lapras. This Pokemon here always got him on nerves as a kid. Tentacle? Oh gosh. I used to literally hate Tentacle so much because of how often you would run into it. It was like the Zubat of the sea. Hey, Staryu. Oh, damn yous. Starmie is cool, especially the shiny. Like how the shiny Starmie is sapphire blue color. I don't know if I've ever seen it before. I probably have, but I just don't remember. Right, shoot a 48, very nice. Not a fan of Gyarados. To each their own, as you know, as far as things go with Pokemon. There is a lot, you know, and there was a lot in the first one. Well, there's 150 of the originals, or 151. But yeah, I mean, not everybody's gonna like all the same ones. Good deal. First draw with Staryu. Maybe I should have bought some Great Balls before I hit the sea. The sea. Yarg, I just be a pirate Pokemon trainer on my surfboard of the sea. Even Shiny Staryu has a great shiny. I don't even think I've seen... Like I said, I'm sure I've seen Starmie. I'm pretty sure I've never seen Shiny Staryu before, though. It would have been nice if they had added Dove in this game. I feel like that was such an underrated thing they added to the games. Tried diving for Pokemon from the sea, but it was a no-go. Old Seal. Oh, no, the Oshart. That's going to be actually pretty good. Never mind. I was thinking because the flying, but the water kind of cancels that out, I suppose. So lazy with the names. To be fair, they still are a little lazy these days. But I feel ya. I mean, another example was like Ekans and Arbok. They're literally Snake and Cobra backwards. Eevee's not going to be the greatest here, but I just wanted to get a little bit more experience. It was like my top tier Pokemon, still basically is, but Raichu's catching up. Never liked Sill's design. It is very basic. What could we do that would be okay-ish? Why not? Clever and dumb Pokemon names. He likes Roggenrola, and you think it's dumb? I like it too, just because like the whole like wordplay they kind of did on it, but I could see how somebody would think it's dumb at the exact same time. I read Defense on Roggenrola. One I thought was super clever though was the newest generation with Roly-Coly. Oh, that was too good. Gen 1 corny names, but it just shows in the 90s things were simple. Yeah. Sendakana needs an award. And he thinks that one is dumb. You hate Roly-Coly too, but he loves... I love Roly-Coly. I think it's so clever. And then, like that whole thing, I thought it was really clever how they did their names, how it's like based off of coal. Like Colossal at the end. Oh man, that's just too good. Cool. It's the original Roly-Poly. Alice. Hello, Alice. How are you? Let's just keep Eevee out. I mean, I know it's not good against Syl, but why not? Alice, thank you so much for jumping in over on Facebook as well. It's too punny. It's cringe for you. One that I thought was cringe, let me think. I really gotta think on it, so give me a second. Let's see. Out of the newer generations, what I'm gonna try to think of. I can't think of any other ones right now. Sorry, my mom went blank on me. What's this? It's Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Gen 1's pretty boring though, real talk. It's very nostalgic, but I mean, if you compare it to all the other generations, I mean, it was very slow paced. But it was supposed to be the introduction level. It's something we've talked about before. When Pokemon was first released, it was like a mathematical thing. It was very well played out by, like, video game devs. And people, well, let's just say that. Video game devs is very well played out. It was a whole mathematical thing. Who are they gonna reach? When it released, they were trying to, like, get the attention of people who were born from 1986 all the way up until, like, I guess the year it came out, like 1996. Like kids 10 years of age and older and younger, you know, and they're really trying to appeal to that. So it had to appeal to young kids, but it also had to appeal to the older kids too, and maybe even to some adults and teenagers. So they had the mitigation between mythology, things that are just silly, things that resemble people, things that resemble dragons, things that resemble, you know, this and that, you know, throughout the thing. Like a lot of the Pokemon were actually designed well before their actual release. You know, like we see a bunch of Johto before the Johto region was ever released, and that was just a big thing. You know, their first 151 was like a mathematical, where are we going to start and where are we going to go from here? And yeah, that was a big thing with Gen 1. And that's why it's a little slow paced though. And even, you know, in Let's Go Eevee, they had that same kind of like mathematical set going on. Because this game is super simple. It's much more simple than even the original game. Sure, it plays out a tad bit faster. And there's a little bit of more technicalities to certain things, especially as the top differences. But still yet, though, it is very, very simple, you know? I mean, and again, you know, I've talked about it before, this game was actually meant for younger generations to be able to jump in here with, like, their parents who played the older generations and stuff like that. Kind of like that little mitigation from, like, old to new kind of thing. You know, bring in some of the newer players and get them to be able to play the game and get it without having too much difficulty on their hands, but also bring in the older players who've been here for a while who would like to take a trip down nostalgia lane. So, I mean, they're always thinking about that with Pokemon. Like, they have a huge dev team that's always thinking about ages, what's fun, what isn't fun, what's new, what can they take away, what can they add. It's always crazy. It's why, like, almost, like, every game has, like, different... Like, first it was, like, very simple HMs, then it was more, like, of the same, then more intricate, and then now we don't even have HMs, you know? Missing No. I really do wonder who the heck was the first person to ever just, like, sit down and do the hack to get Missing No. Like, that's the thing that kind of, like... sucks that you don't get to see in video games anymore. Back in the day, people used to just like know off certain aspects of games so hard that they legitimately figured out hacks in the game that existed just because they played it so much. What system it is on? It is on Nintendo Switch. Technically not a Pokemon. Tish. Hello, Tish. Thank you also for jumping in over on Facebook. How was your day, Tish? But yeah, it's something I kind of miss about back in the day. It's just like so many hacks that just don't even exist to this day anymore. Because today they're not hacks. I mean, today they're actual hacks. If somebody's hacking it, it's like somebody's legitimately hacking it. Back then, it wasn't like on a computer hack. It was just like somebody no-lofting it, figuring things out. Sea King. Let's just glitzy glow it. Part of the game files. To be fair, you know, Missing No was in the game, but Missing No was also, like, again, a hack. And that hack existed in itself only because programming and coding back then was just so bad. I mean, I can't say it was bad, it was good for its time, but they were at a very broken time of that breakthrough. It's just like a random generated whatever Pokemon, and they had no name for a random generated like thing that had no part of the code that could exist in the game. So the file would just read Missing No, and they wouldn't even have a level cap or anything like that. So really, I mean, in turn, it is like a legitimate hack. Coding back then was just... Oof. I mean, they tried with what they had, though. We gotta give them that. I mean, look how far we are now. Yeah, I actually made that mistake once on my red version. I actually did save the game because I didn't know it would mess up the game. I heard about Missing No from a kid at school, and they told me how to do it. Like, legit, back in the day, Nandi style, wrote down key fact after key fact on a piece of paper. And I went home with a folded up piece of paper in my pocket and just unraveled it and did exactly what they said. Caught my first Missing No, and I thought it was so cool. I showed my brother, I showed my cousin, I showed everybody that I knew. Like, I had a Pokemon that was breaking the level cap, and and then I saved the game. And then the next day, as soon as I booted the game up, all I had was new game. That's all that it said was new game. No continue, no nothing, just new game. Which I was lucky. I heard it just completely froze up other people's games, like, and it would just like continue to like freeze up. I got lucky. Mine never actually did that, but it just completely erased all my saved data. You had blue version, never played red? I had red and blue. Actually, I had blue. My brother had red, but he consistently always wanted to trade. So I kind of ended up having both, which also I technically never had neither if I actually have to really like be specific about it. My brother was the first one with a Game Boy, and my grandparents didn't think I needed one. I couldn't even read yet when the game actually came out, like 96, 97. I was like 3 and 4. I was just starting to be able to read. So I got some things, but some more intricate words for a kid at that age was just like, you know? So I didn't quite get the games as much. I did get into them because obviously it's Pokemon, but yeah, I was young, needless to say, and yeah, my brother actually had red, blue, and yellow, but he would always give me one of them. I do these because, you know, when kids give another kid something that was theirs, and they're just like, here, you can have this one. And, yeah, it's kind of how that went for, like, a while. It's like, oh, no, I want that one back. Trade with me. And we'd trade, that kind of thing. I do still own a physical copy of yellow version, though, which I'm proud of. Yep, your brother warns you. You don't know how he knew such shit at a young age. You also felt blue version had better sprots than red because red version was released first in the US, Mewtwo, and Mew in blue version sprots looks the best. I mean, red actually was like coincide with green when it first came out, and we didn't get green here in the US originally, so yeah, later on Like, all, like, red version was like an English sugar-coated version of the red in Japan. But they couldn't release green in the US because green in Fuchsia City, like, the sound concept they had for it and the design of the flashing and the lighting and all that stuff is making kids with epilepsy have seizures. So they couldn't release that. So they made the tone darker on blue version and then, like, just differentiated a bunch of other sprots and fixed the story in a little bit of a different way to release it here in the US. You can't do glitches in red and blue. Oh, yellow, because you can't do glitches in blue and red. You can get any Pokemon if you're not mistaken. They still had specifics in red and blue. You could trade with people, but they did have generation exclusive, or not generation, but version exclusives. For some reason, that's always been a thing. It's like their incentive for people to either go out and buy a whole new game to complete the Pokédex, or for parents to feel obligated to get different versions for both kids. Again, it goes back to their marketing team and all their mathematics. They all have like generation exclusives. It's a cool thing, but it's also a downfall to their thing. If you like me with like Pokemon Sword, like part of me wanted to get Shield, but a big part of me didn't because they're basically the same game. Just one's fixated around Zacian, the one's fixated around Zamazenta. So I mean, yeah. Your parents knew not to save too for missing, no? Oh, by every version. You know, as an adult, you're like, why the fuck did you do that? Yeah. My grandparents did the same thing for the first few generations. They got my brother red, blue, and yellow all at the exact same time because they didn't think any of them were different, which is another reason why my brother would just trade with me back and forth with red and blue. I actually never got to play his yellow version. I didn't get to play yellow version until I had my own yellow version. And then we had gold and silver. It was like a Christmas gift. He had silver-eyed gold. And then with ruby and sapphire, I had ruby, he had sapphire. And then later on down the road, I got an emerald version. But after that, my grandparents, like, they didn't buy us a DS. And that they probably never would have, to be honest with you. And I didn't even play the DS games until, like, high school. I didn't even own a DS or, actually borrowed one from Stacy. She let me borrow her DS and her Pokemon games, and that's how I played either Diamond or Pearl. I don't even know which one she let me borrow. I played that. And then later on, I ended up getting my own DS and getting Platinum version, and I played that. And yeah, I mean, so it goes after that. I just would buy one version, and I always talk one of my other friends into buying a different version than me. I'm like, bro, I was gonna get this version, you should totally get that other version, and like then we could trade like the version exclusives. And typically it worked. Sometimes they'd talk me into getting the other one because they wanted to play the version that I was wanting to get. You always prefer the red and blue over yellow. You hate Pikachu. The gym leaders are weakened. It is exactly like the anime Pokemon they had. I mean, so is this game. Like, Eevee's like beefed up, and Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu's beefed up. They learn moves they can't even learn. Again, though, like I said earlier at the beginning of this stream, like, these games were very, very, very amped down. So, like, parents of, you know, the 90s with their children now could, like, play these games with them and the kids could kind of understand it. Which, I mean, kind of works. I mean, in a way. I somewhat know from experience. Amaranth kind of gets it. She doesn't get tops, though. I've been trying to explain it to her. She still has a hard problem with tops, and Leland refuses to want to read. But they figure it out, though. They do figure it out eventually. Like, Leland got his Gyarados today. So proud. Amaranth is on her way to getting her 4th gym badge. So they kind of get it. Of course, Raichu's better, Bon. Charizard should have been a mascot. He kind of is, I mean, to be fair. It's like the most popular, like, Pokemon card still to this day. One of the things I think about, like, Pokemon these days, though, I don't know why they went this route with Pikachu to Raichu, and then come out all these years later with Dedenne, when Dedenne looks like a baby version of Raichu. Looks like a gremlin. That may be why I like him so much. Blue has the best champion song. I didn't actually even know they were different. Is the actual soundtrack in Blue different too? But yeah, I feel like if they would have came out with like Raichu years later, Dedenne, perfect baby form for that. You would prefer either Charizard or Gengar be the mascot because Gengar is really popular. No, it's the same in Blue. But yeah, Charizard, I mean, he basically is the mascot. I mean, I know Pikachu is because of the cute factor. I mean, little kids like Pikachu, adults like Pikachu. Again, it's another mathematical thing. Like, I'm sure they had, like, closed groups. Probably had even Meryl up there. It was like, we going with Meryl or we going with Pikachu? And, like, they probably had a vote amongst devs. Just like, water rat or electric rat. And in the end, it probably came down to, like, the yellow being more broad and vibrant. So like, you know, popular and, you know, knots on the odds. And then you hear the Pika Pika, you know, the cuteness factor settling in. And then, you know, kids, they probably had, like, all these, like, you know, they always have, like, these test groups come in, you know? And they'll, like, point at pictures or, like, you know, people, like, look at these things and be like, which one do you think looks more visually acceptable? Or which one do you think is the most cute? And, you know, they'd, like, point at one or the other. Oh, Blue is your favorite champion. I feel ya. Pikachu from the anime was annoying. Meowth could at least talk. I mean, as a kid, I mean, you probably didn't think it was annoying. I don't know. Maybe you did then too, but most kids hear the Pika Pika, sold. They see the Pokemon, they hear Pika Pika, they're like, I love this. I don't even have to know how to talk. Waiting for the 3rd of March because hopefully you can get needle left. Needle in your left ankle tendon. Hope it does stop hurting. That does sound painful though. Meowth is real talk fam. He really does talk. No, I did love all the, you know, not just Meowth, but all of Team Rocket's, like, corny punchlines back in the day. They were so good. I think it's kind of funny that, like, now it's, like, all the, like, the millennials now going back and watching, like, all the original anime. We get a lot of Team Rocket jokes that had, like, somewhat adult innuendos in there that none of us got back then. Okay, sorry. It's managing music in the background there. Man, this is a downfall. This is the, like I said, this is the biggest part of the game that I'm not the biggest fan of. It is a little slightly more exciting being on a random surfboard that somehow actually drives itself with Eevee on the front of it. But, I don't know. Just being on the open sea like this, seeing all this blue, to some people, it is an amazing part of the game, and to those people, cool. I'm glad you enjoy it. To me, it is. This is torture. There's so much water. It's actually making me have to take a very quick restroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Good afternoon, Christian Guerrero. Glad you could make it. Hopefully you're doing pretty good. Thanks for jumping in over on YouTube. Sorry about that brief moment with, I don't remember what her name was. Just chilling out there. You know, whatever happens, you know, with these wings on War Turtle, I never got it. Like, perfectly round head on Squirtle. War Turtle for some reason has wings on its head. And then it turns into a turtle tank. No complaints on the turtle tank. It looks cool. I've always loved it. Always been a Blastoise fan. But these wings, wow. Still to this day, I don't understand. Or the war part. I don't get that part of its name either. I mean, I guess for like Battle Turtle, but I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder what was going on when they were creating and like depicting some of these Pokemon. What will we do next? Ah, yes. Wings on a turtle head. Sorry for the random allergy sounds. For some reason, this is the worst time of the night and my allergies just go bonkers. Bear with me, if you will. I mean, I guess that's what happened too. Maybe it was that exact thing right there, as they were in there, and they're like, "Huh? How do we bridge a tiny blue turtle to a turtle tank?" And somebody drew that up and like, "What about this?" And like, "What about the wings?" And he was like, "What about the wings?" And they're like, "You know what? Why not? It works." And they're just like, "Ask the the test team." Or whatever the heck they were called. And you're like, yes, kids love it. Wings on a turtle head. And war is in its name. How exciting. I know this isn't a good matchup, believe me, I know. Pidgeot's fallen behind here. I strategically wanted a flying type Pokemon in this game for the Elite Four. And I realized before you get there, it kind of starts to fall short on you because it's not that useful for a lot of things in this game. It's almost broken how they did the original games. It's even more broken in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu with like some of the things they added that kind of just didn't have to be there because there's only like 151 Pokemon, maybe like 153 now if you count Meltan and whatever the heck his name is. It's just... it's crazy. I don't know. It didn't fix anything for sure. Too slow for competitive. I never really played competitive, but Blastoise was always my favorite starter. You know, like into tier starter, I guess you could say. Always go Squirtle in Gen 1. Not if you use Trick Room. I guess that's true. Hello, random tentacle. What the jeez? It almost doesn't look real. Here's the start, you too. I like that color scheme, but also it looks so like fan made. It's crazy. And literally right here, there's a picture of the newest one, but I'll top it in anyway. Yeah, that color scheme. I like the old kind of color scheme a little bit better than the newer. But it just almost, like I said, looks fan made almost. It's weird. I wonder why they wanted to lighten up on the red in like the newer like generations. It went from like a crimson red to like a brick orange. The blue kind of stayed the same. Starmie's rich Pokemon. We'd already caught one of these. Hello, it's your friendly potion delivery service. No need to pay. We hope to continue support of the Pokemart. Thank you. I did not know I subscribed to such things. Sir Fetched has a nice shiny 2 gold. Yeah, I have seen that. I think that's pretty cool. I thought Sir Fetched was just pretty cool in general, though. Giving like an evolutionary form to Farfetch'd was... I feel like... honestly, I kind of thought they'd do a baby form rather than an evolutionary form, but I'm not complaining too much. Now we just gotta have that baby Lapras form. I've been rooting for that for years. I feel like Lapras is so due for a baby form. Got Nosil. And this would be a perfect time to switch Ninetales back to the front of the party. Tempting. Let's do it. Are you surprised to find a coach trainer in a place like this? Actually, yes. But what is more surprising is that I come here every single day. There's nothing else to do but battle here. Do you want to battle? Okay. Of course you'll battle me. Okay, here I come. You ever get disappointed at some of the shinies that barely change? I've talked about it before, but like one of my favorite Pokemon has the lamest shiny. If this dude's got a Jolteon, why do you have a Jolteon in an Oz-type place, bro? That's broken. Are we getting Articuno? I'm not sure. It's all about depending on how easy it is to catch. I'm not gonna say here or not and try, but I mean we got Zapdos last night. I'll try to get Articuno if I can. Definitely. Do you ever hate that about Thunder? Like, I feel like if you teach your Pokemon Thunder, not specifically you, but in general to all, it literally barely ever hits. But as soon as, like, the comp knows it, oh, Jesus. It's a Thunderfest. Togekiss should have had a golden shiny or something. I wish. Literally, it's just a very off color of what it actually is. I don't even know what you could even call that color. What did I tell you? This move has horrible accuracy. Pair it with Rain Dance and it adds up the chances to hit. I'm just talking about it in general, you know. There's no Rain Dance here for this Jolteon. He has landed both Thunders that I wasn't under the ground to take. Who isn't in next? Executor? Flareon. That one almost makes sense. Electric type, not your favorite type. They're too limited to the moves they can learn, which is balanced for their weakness to ground. I like a good electric type of the team actually, strategically. Not competitively. I'm just gonna really get that out there really quick. Strategically in the game, one electric type actually helps your odds of winning. I think like a 1 in 8 chance. There's a lot of water type like trainers in these games and flying type as well, which balances to that. I would argue to believe there's more flying and water type Pokemon altogether than most other Pokemon altogether in the game. Not a lot of flying, but they exist, but a shit ton of water type Pokemon. There's a shit ton of water type Pokemon. And I find, honestly, grass to be a little bit least effective, which sounds crazy because I've been choosing grass starters from Gen 3 up. Love my grass starters. But generally, grass, depending on the move varieties that they can learn, tend to be a little bit less useful throughout the gameplay. You can usually ixnay a grass type like pretty soon out throughout the game and just replace it with an electric, which fills that void. Straight flying, though, I'm starting to feel like is very useless till the end of the game, which is also kind of broken. Electivire is one of the best electric types. He can learn a diverse moveset. See, that's one of the things I really like to actually go for too, is Pokemon with diverse movesets. It was one of the biggest reasons why I love Togekiss so much. He's just squishy, but fast. So mainly a sweeper. That is true though. Like, Electivire gets some really, really pumped up attack as far as his stats go. And honestly, Alolan Raichu, electric psychic type, is a very, very, very slept on, and I heavily mean that, slept on top combo. Like, a lot of people didn't like that design, so they just didn't want to play with the Pokemon. That one, dear jeepers, psychic, electric type combo, that was a broken combo right there. That should have never existed, and they brought that to us, and people hate on it. The only Raichu you acknowledge. But water type is one of the most versatile, if not the most. They can learn Scald, which is cool. Ice Beam, also cool. Rain Dance, I don't like Rain Dance. A lot of water types are bulky, some fast. Fire type is your favorite. Honestly, Sidekick might be my favorite. Sidekick is another thing I always have in my game. An electric top and a sidekick top, which bolsters into the things of me liking, you know, Alolan Raichu and even more. But also, I ended up being a super big fan of Fairy Top. I also like Flying Tops. I have a soft spot for him. Obviously, you know, I love Togekiss, I love Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss. And which also bolsters in the Sidekick, though it isn't a Sidekick top, there's a rare egg move that you can get for Togepi. It's not that rare, but it's a rare egg move. You can get a Togepi right out the egg that knows Extra Sensory, which is broken for the game because it's like 80 power, 100% accuracy right off the rip. If you don't get the fathomable usefulness of that early on in the game, whew. But yeah, Extra Sensory Togepi, oh gosh. Alolan Raichu's the best coming from Gen 1. Yeah, I really like Alolan Raichu as well. I've had to fight demons to not go switch it out in this, because I love Alolan Raichu so much. I could literally go switch out my Raichu for an Alolan one right now. But I'm trying to just go full Cantonian on this. I didn't even switch out my Vulpix to get the Alolan Vulpix, which, as much as I like a good Fire-type Vulpix and Ninetales, I loved the Ostop as well. Imagine being taken down by a hard-boiled egg. It'd be hilarious. It'd be like a Goosebumps book, taken down by the hard-boiled egg. Viewers beware. You're in for a scare. Well, you came all the way here. Let me give you something really special. 5 rare candies, Jesus! That's the best thing anybody's ever gave me out of these. Don't you feel happy when you have a whole bunch of different candies in a candy jar? I actually don't even own a candy jar other than the one in this game, so legitimately, I don't know. As far as this game goes, yes. Togekiss, King's Rock, Air Slash, Flinch Madness. I love that there's just a lady out here that'll just like heal your Pokemon. Jesus, that's very useful. I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. Oh man, Dugong. I'm not gonna catch it. I'd rather catch a Seal, which sounds crazy, I know, but this is 1, gonna be harder to catch. 2, I will have a random evolved Pokemon without its first form and just bother the hell out of my brain. So, sorry, Dugong. And if you ever wonder why I say things like that, it's from watching the anime as a kid, and it's just what the actual creatures in the anime say. It is, they have some of the craziest things they decided they wanted them to say. Even when pushing blocks with strong push, Pokemon can get in the way. When that happens, I use a repel so I can get back to pushing no problem. I think that's an incentive for me to use a repel after I catch this Slowpoke. All Pokemon have a weakness that can be exploited. No Pokemon is really perfect. Not even that bootleg Arceus who needs to use a single... There is a Pokemon without a weakness still, isn't there? Or did they fix that? I know, did they fix it with, what was his name? Was it, Electros? I don't know, I gotta look it up. Yeah, Electros. Did they fix that with Electros? That was literally a Pokemon with no weakness. Electros has no weakness. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was saying. That was like, because he has Levitate, which ground would be effective, but he levitates. And there's no other thing that was like actually strong against him. But down moves like knockdown? I guess that's true. There's a strategy to it, but technically, like you said, yeah, that's what I was thinking though, that he had no, like, no weakness. Which I guess, you know, it still goes in what you were saying, it can be exploited if you have the right strategy. But who the hell just keeps knockdown? I end up getting rid of that. because it's electric. It does have limited moves, but it does actually have a pretty nice little move set that it can learn. It can learn Dark Top, Electric Top. I feel like it could. Can it? I think it can learn Flamethrower. Let me look that up really quick just to be sure. Definitely still here. Move tutor modes: Aqua Tail, Bond, Bounce, Dragon Pulse, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Focus Punch, Gastro Acid, Giga Drain, Iron Tail, Knockoff, Magnet Roz, Outrage, Shockwave, Signal Beam, Snore, Super Fang, Super Power, Throat Chop, and Thunder Punch. And learns it can learn from the TM. Dragon Claw, Roar, Toxic, Hidden Power, Hopper Beam, Light Screen, Protect, Rain Dance, Frustration, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Return, Brick Break, Double Team, Flamethrower, thought so, Rock Tomb, Fakeade, Rest, Attract, Round, Charge Beam, Acrobatics, Giga Impact, Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, Rock Slide, Dragon Tail, Grass Knot, Swagger, Sleep Talk, U-Turn, Substitute, Flash Cannon, Wild Charge. It can learn a shit ton of moves, Confide being the last one on the TM list. That thing can learn a shit ton of moves. Horrible speed. It does have horrible speed, but I will give you the horrible speed, but he can learn pretty much almost anything. I don't even like Volt Switch anyway. I don't like Volt Switch, I don't like Volt Tackle. There's actually a lot of moves I don't like. And as far as competitive goes, competitive these days is broken. Like, there's like a competitive Smurgle technique, where if you actually play quite well, you can use a whole team of Smurgle to bring people down. Which to be honest with you, I don't get it. I've seen it played out, and I don't get it. Even if it's explained to me, and I've seen a breakdown video, because he's supposed to be like one of the crazy, most random OP Pokemon out there for some reason now. But Smurgle, I don't get it still. You love stupid shit like that. Yeah, they blow my freaking Mondra. Like the Smurgle shit again. Like who the heck was really out there at home? It's like, I'm gonna make a team of Smurgle and I'm just gonna play competitively and I'm gonna do good, and then just like starts winning competitions. Like I hear that and my mind's just like, who even are you? You gave that Pokemon all the moves. Yeah, like Smurgle. Like I just don't get it. I don't get that with a lot of Pokemon competitive teams though. Like, some people find like the broken ends of things and they just like execute so well. And I'd love to play games. I love to play JRPGs. I love to play things that are slightly competitive. Slightly. Really hitting on that slightly part. But yeah, when it gets down and dirty to the nitty gritty of somebody coming at me with a team of Squirtle. Like, I was fighting Retro Gaming. He wanted to have a Pokemon battle, a Pokemon sword, and he comes at me with an Umbreon that keeps using healing moves on itself and beefs itself up. poisons me consistently, and then ends the game with a freaking Wobbuffet. A Wobbuffet is what took my team down. Wobbuffet that. Need people like that finding stuff like that in your game though? True. A Mega Jinx look like? Probably scary. Umbreon's a solid Pokemon? Oh, I don't disbelieve Umbreon. I love all the evolutions, honestly. More of a Espeon, Leafeon kind of guy myself, but yeah, I'm not shit talking Umbreon the slightest bit. But that strategy, it's one I would have never thought of in like, well, ever. Defensive tank, yeah, it does have some random crazy defense for sure. Oh, there's that seal I need. But yeah, I love Leafeon. It does have a great design, I agree. It's actually fairly useful. It's not the strongest evolution, I'll admit. Its design is one of the things I do enjoy about it, though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are not about to throw an Ultra Ball at a seal. That, I think, might be... son of a seal. Honestly, super unpopular opinion, a lot of people hate it. I feel like Sylveon was such a good addition too. And I don't mean that as a joke, I really do mean it. And I always get hate for saying it. May not be the coolest looking design, but it's a solid design. And for real, not a bad Pokemon. As you have plenty of Pokeballs, if you ever run low, come talk to me, okay? Alright, creepy guy. It's a tiny. Five great balls. They're so great. Sylveon is strong. That fairy topping is broken. Oh, for sure. They were literally designed to be dragon killers. Which I think is weird, because if you really knew how to like utilize Oz, you already had dragon killers in the game. But yeah, for sure, broken as fuck. Definitely, like super broken. I don't really get it why they wanted to go that route, but they did, and whew. It's one of the reasons why I think I like fairy types so far. Like, honestly, it's because they're that broken, they're that useful. Which doesn't make me think of them as like the coolest, but as being useful. Oh yeah, dragon killers, like I said. I think they did it though mostly to mitigate things. Like for a while, Dragon and Oz were the only thing that could take out dragons, and they had to have something there that was a filler. A hard build to get your mythical dragon. Togepi. You can learn Roost. That's true. I don't typically teach my Pokemon moves like Roost, though. I know. Competitive side. I just don't question the moves I teach my Pokemon at this point, probably, I should say. It's to my own accord, because I don't really play competitive, and I just think of not wasting a turn. That's like how my brain works with Pokemon. It's like, let's not waste a turn. Let's just get in, get out, attack as fast as we can, and we're done. That's kind of like my strategy with like pretty much every Pokemon battle. I like to hit super effectiveness and whatnot if I can. But my biggest strategy is like get in, get out, done, over. Probably going to end up running into the Skullbat. Give me a second. I'm going to grab a drink really quick. I'll be right back. wonky as fuck when it comes to catching Pokemon. Sometimes you do this and you go that way. No, it's just broken. I think this game was intended on people playing on handheld mode, but they also came out with a specific Pokeball controller. So there's also that. There's a Pokeball controller that came out for it, handheld mode. This broken ass shit. And then later on calibrated for the lot, but yeah. You can't even use a regular controller. Like, I don't have the A option like the kids. I got a ton of rock. I said I got a ton of rock. Aight! Sorry about that. Like you said, oh yes, I read that. Nintendo is shitting on Dragonite left and right. Such a powerful Pokemon now, crippled by fairy types. Yeah, Dragon is actually, they're pretty strong these days, but they're very, well, with the introduction of fairy type Pokemon, very diluted. Osbeam. Oh, Jesus. Who can learn Osbeam? Probably nobody, except for Gyarados, probably. And I'm not going to get rid of Thunderbolt for it. I actually had a lot of heavy thinking on that, believe it or not. I was thinking about it earlier today. If it could learn Osbeam, should I do it? And it can, but I'm not gonna. As much as I would love for it to know another dragon takedown move later on, it has come to my attention that, I mean, same with Dragon Pulse. Both of these moves would be very good for Gyarados, but Gyarados is more so on the physical. Again, I know it knows Thunderbolt, but Thunderbolt makes it another useful Pokemon for the many water type Pokemon in this game. So I'm not going to teach it. As much as I want it to know Osbeam, I'm not going to do it. Somebody out there is just like so sad, probably right now, like, wow. And I gave you the reason, but bear with me. I got a plan long term. Osfang would be better for Gyarados. Very true. I don't even know if it's in this game now. This game, I've already noted, it has a lot of takeaway from Pokemon Yellow. Like, this is like recreated Pokemon Yellow with the Eevee face to the fullest extent. No abilities. What was the point in even coming into this fight? Oh, believe me, I know. But I'm very limited to this game on what is in the game and what isn't in the game. So again, that plays to the fact of why I keep it on there. It's a strategic move that sounds somewhat ridiculous, I know, but it does serve a purpose. It already has a Dragon type move, and there's no other reason to teach it an Ice type move, honestly. We've got the Electric type move, which could take out Flying type. And then we also have Raichu, who is an Electric type, who can also take out Flying. So Flying off the board of being a problem. But we do have other things that could pose a problem. So shit on Flareon Gen 1. To be fair, they really did with a lot of the evolutions in Generation 1. If you really have to be, like, really honest with yourself, Eevee is definitely having the most evolutionary forms. But no, Vaporeon really was the GOAT of the game. I know Flareon could learn Flamethrower, which is cool. Fire Blast, not that great, to be honest with you. 5 PP. Horrible accuracy rate. Very strong, yes. But the rest of everything I said still has to come in a factor. Boiling it down, straight up, Vaporeon can learn Surf, which is like one of the strongest water type moves with the best accuracy of all time. Jolteon, I know, gets Thunderbolt, very good too. But being, again, that as it may, Thunder's a little less useful you know, over a lot of time. And the accuracy is god-awful. Well, they have to make Flareon the weakest of the trio. I have no idea. I don't know what exactly what they were thinking when they like created things, but to be fair, they all they played their strengths and weaknesses, you know, pretty decently, but gosh, this is a hard decision to make right here. I think this one. I really hope I didn't mess that up. Okay, gotta get rid of this guy really quick. Get out of here. Go even farther. A little bit farther. I just don't want you to get in the way at all or mess anything up. Get away from me, Sil. Unomoss. Alright. I like that they actually have you press A in this. It makes this so much easier. Oh my goodness. You remember back in the day using strength and you just walked into it and it would move, and you'd walk into it on accident one time and it'd be up against the wall and you had to start the whole thing over. They actually have it in this game where you can press A next to it to actually activate it, and that is so much better. I gotta stress how it is so much better. Oh my goodness. I don't know why they didn't think about it back then, and if they did and they just didn't want to do it, then damn it, what the hell. Hey, Bond, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Some people might disagree because I don't play competitively, though, unfortunately. That is a truth. I do not play competitively. I don't know. I feel like it'd take a lot of the fun out of it, to be honest with you. Okay, we got the water path blocked off, so it won't fall. Articuno, is it on this floor? Is it up there? I don't know. We'll see. We can get in the water now. Yes, we will not fall through. So we will see skim. I wonder if you can get, like, Shelter in here. I haven't seen one. I also don't know if he's a video game exclusive. Oh, we're Articuno, Tom. I'm about to save it because I said I didn't know if we were going to do it. It was going to be about as easy as it is. It's in front of my face. You know I'm about to sit here and do it. We're going to be here until we catch it. Let's catch that Articuno. Homie is chill. Thank you so much. Best positive vibes. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Trying to reset my brain right now. I don't even know who's up front. It's Ninetales. It's crazy that there wasn't any battles in here. I just now realized that. Alright, let's do it. Ninetales up. Nuzlocke. I'm afraid of a Nuzlocke, honestly. My anger. I really don't have much anger. And my sadness. My emotional sadness. I'd feel so bad if a Pokemon just died in my team and I had to just, like, get rid of it forever. I know Rez has been wanting a Nuzlocke forever too. Maybe one day, not anytime soon though. It's something I would really want to just like plan out every step of the way if I were to do one. I know that sounds a slight bit boring compared to it, but my gosh, I would not want to mess it up. Ice Beam, nice. Don't kill Ninetales for some reason. Come on, Fire Spin work. Fire Spin worked, very good. We're off to a very good start. If we could get the burn on it too, oh yeah. Need to finish yours? To me, it just seems so stressful. Alright. I'm actually going to do a little Hilski action, because I really don't want Ninetales to die during this. And I feel like we might have this. One, because of Fire Spin doing pretty decent right now. And also if we can do this just right, if it uses Ice Beam again like that. Fire Spin hits it one more time, and then Flamethrower this next time should take it out. Only if you let it be. Just a game. True, I know. I always think strategically, though. And it would just throw me off. I feel like they're a lot easier to do with the older games than the newer games, too, because the newer games, as sad as it is, the newer games really are not designed to get a Pokemon later in the game than level it up before the end of the game, unless you plan on taking a lot of time toward the end of the game. Which I guess has the incentive to make the game last longer for a lot of people, which is cool if you're looking for that kind of thing. I'm not trying to beat these games in a hurry, but I'm also not trying to like play this game, the same game, same everything for like a year, you know? So always take that into perspective. Maybe one day though. Articuno ain't shit. Fighting gym leaders in the Mafia. He's scared of no bird. This one's already having a little bit more of a difficulty than... Oh, Jesus, that was actually on me. Than Zapdos did last night. Oh, man. Really got me on that bamboozle, don't you? Twice in a row. Now, that one was the game. Come on now. Give me something. Come on. Stay in that Pokeball. Let's give it a berry. Maybe it'll be happy with the berry. Take this berry. Eat it. Now. Alright. This is the only thing about this game I'm still not a fan of, is how you have to catch Pokemon. I swear to God, I'm throwing them straight. Alright, let's see which one we can use on this. Care about an Autumn. Let's just try to make the thing slower. I swear. That's it. There we go. On that bullshit for real. Spirit is crafty. I feel like it's like that scene in Family Guy when they're like, move lazily to the left. And it's like, oh, this guy's got maneuvers. It's kind of Articuno right now. Apparently this thing's got some maneuvers. There we go. Stay in the Pokeball. 1, 2. Articuno just hates me. I'm glad we saved beforehand. Gotcha! Whew! Didn't have to use another berry, thank goodness, or start the game over. Good deal. So we're Articuno and Zapdos down. We get Moltres and we can summon Lugia. If this was the anime. Kazuno. To be fair, it's hard to decipher all of them. I think Zapdos might... Does the Us cancel out the... Sorry, I'm trying to shake it to get to Eevee here. Does the Us cancel out the electric weakness? I really don't know. I was gonna say Articuno might be the best one because of having the Us abilities. It, you know, flying's weak against Us, but you have Moltres. Moltres could take down Articuno like it. Nothing, but Zapdos is the best for you. I'm honestly thinking just like strategically. Wait, is that Shoulder? I think it is. Oh, it is. I was hoping we could catch one. Yeah, strategically, Zapdos might be the best because it could utilize that flying electric weakness boundary. And I'm pretty sure, I know it would work on, what are you doing, game? I know it would work on Moltres. Articuno, I don't know, and I feel like it would. Shelly. That would actually be a really good name for it. I caught a tiny one. Moltres and Articuno are the worst because they both have 4 times a weakness to rock. So yeah, so Zapdos would be choice. Plus his his effectiveness against the other two with their flying top. Really, let's be real on the real. Lugia looks cool, but it's really the worst. Like on the real. Lugia and Ho-Oh are kind of weak compared to, like, all of them. You love Lugia? We all love Lugia. Ho-Oh. Hello, Pokemon Boy 1234567. How are you? Thank you for jumping in over on Twitch. But yeah, Rez, we all love Lugia. I'm doing good. How about you? Hopefully you had a good Monday. Ho-Ho shiny is cool though. It really is. Somebody traded me one a while back and oh yeah, I totally agree. It is so awesome. Don't really think there's much of anything else in here. That's where we caught Articuno, and there's a Cloyster. It's huge! You're debating downloading Destiny 2 and playing it? I mean, if you're feeling it, do it, Rez. I feel ya. I have a random Concrete Genie stream. I'm trying to figure out when the heck I want to work it in somehow, sometime. It was in... I don't know how to explain it, but basically it was an offset thing that happened. That because of it happening, I decided I was going to do it. I'm okay with that too, honestly. Okay, dead end. I don't really see the point in it, but I'm not going to argue with it. I'm not getting any of the DLC, so you don't know how far you'll get. I actually have no knowledge of Destiny other than what little bit my brother told me, and he actually enjoyed Destiny 2 for a very long time. Played a little bit of the DLC and just had a halt point, so I do feel like a little bit will get kind of meh for you. Just being honest, I feel like that's going to happen. It's the same thing I've heard that's happened with a lot of people. So there's that. But I wouldn't say let that discourage you from playing it. You would probably initially honestly have a lot of fun with it, but I feel I've always heard that there's a certain point in the game where it just gets a little unnecessary, but with some of the mechanics. I've heard that from multiple people. Mostly my brothers, their reference I will use there. And yeah. RuneScape before, I did way back in the day. Like, I actually played World of Warcraft before I played RuneScape, so that's why I never continued to play RuneScape. If I have to like really touch in on that, I did play it back in the day, but I couldn't really ever get into it. This power plant next. We did power plant last night. We actually last night caught our Zapdos. I'll show you really quick. Yeah, last night we caught Zapdos. Tonight we caught Articuno. So, honestly, Moltres is next. So, how is Moltres? Does anybody know? Like, I know back in the day, you got Moltres. Wasn't it in the Elite Victory Road? That's where you caught Moltres back in the day, wasn't it? Is it for some reason on Cinnabar Island now? I don't know if that is a thing. That's a legitimately really honestly is a legitimate question because I really don't know. But I've been very curious on that with okay, I've got one more stone somewhere. I know where it's at and I don't know how to get to it. But yeah, is it still in Victory Road? Those games are a waste of time. You hate slow speed grinding games like it? Wait, RuneScape? Diablo 3? No, honestly I haven't. I've played, not the first Diablo, I played a little Diablo 2 on PC way back in the day. Never played Diablo 3, and I've beat Diablo 4. I know that's super inconsistent, just being honest. But yeah, as far as RuneScape go, I really I couldn't get into it back in the day. Like I said, I started off playing World of Warcraft as one of my first MMOs, and going to RuneScape after that, which I had a lot of friends that played it, and they were talking about like how good it was for them, and I couldn't really ever really just get into it. Okay, good deal. I did try, just, I don't know, it was just, like, I guess like you said, it was just super slow for me, and the graphics were not that great, and again, I'd already played World of Warcraft, so my standard for MMOs had been set at a pretty decently rated tier to just start off playing MMOs. Okay, there's the last one, and I have no idea how to get to it. There was a new Warcraft game which had, the demonic Ildan. You might be thinking of Legion. Or do you mean like it was like the last Warcraft I remember was like Warcraft 3. I played World of Warcraft for a long time, but I can't remember there actually being a newer actual Warcraft game for a while now. I could be wrong. I've been out of the loop for Blizzard for a bit. Legion was the one? Oh yeah. That was a couple expansions back. That was actually the last expansion I played. It was very good. I loved it quite a bit. Getting to be a demon hunter. Oh man, it was like one of the coolest things they'd added in the game in a very long time. This might be the route I need to take. I don't think I went down this ladder. Yeah, that's it. Very cool. That should have actually blocked the path to make the full circle that I need actually in here. Legion was so good, I really liked it. Then came Battle for Azeroth. Shadowlands is okay. I knew this Blue Haze has been playing like World of Warcraft, which kind of blew my mind. He really got sucked into Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't think he'd like branch out to another MMO. But I haven't played Shadowlands. I haven't played Battle for Azeroth either, unfortunately. So, like, I thought Shadowlands was supposed to be like, oh, he's an MMO addict like you. Yeah. It's still though, I still think it's odd the way he was like so into 14 and like running like a bunch of content that he just kind of stopped it. But be that as it may, it happens. I know. Like me, I've taken a very long break from Final Fantasy 14, so I get that to the fullest extent. I haven't been on Final Fantasy 14 in a while. I unfortunately have to admit I did actually cancel my subscription today. I've been paying for it for the last 2 months and I haven't even been playing the game. It feels weird too. Like I even told Stacy, I feel like I did something wrong canceling my subscription. But I'm not going to be playing the game until like May. So it feels like even more wrong as my adult self to be paying for a subscription. Like I'm not even going to jump in like on like the 5.5. The fact that they split it into 2 parts just made me want to play both parts like all at once. So I decided I'm not even going to go as far as to like play it as soon as it comes out. I'm going to wait on that one too. The new expansion. Yeah, that's going to be me. Ultimate was a lot. Yeah, it is. It really is. There's a lot of those mechanics to a lot of everything they've added now. That's just, it's so ridiculous. Like they added extra difficulty to mitigate. It's almost laziness. I hate to say it because I love the company so much, but it's laziness to add things that are so difficult that it's that hard to beat. rather than adding good quality content. They mitigated difficulty with quality content. And I'm not saying that content's not quality for the people who really care for that difficulty. There's some of it that I even think is fun. You know, it really is. But then there's some points of it where it's like so gimmicky that the fun's gone. And the fact that you to get them out, you have to do it potentially non-toms. It's just, Oh yeah, of course I watched Fear Factor back in the day. The Joe Rogan show. I watched it a lot when I was younger. I feel like I've almost lived it now as being an adult with the RIP Tumble series on YouTube. Ultimate because only like it literally is, no kidding, Rez, 1% of the game that actually plays that. Yeah, I agree. It's literally catering to 1% of the content, which some people think that would be cool. They're like, oh, they care about the 1%, but the 99% is like, bro, what is this garbage? Just make one? Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things I feel like that, though. They try to cater to everybody, and it's a game that can't be catered to everybody. Needless to say, that is the truth of an MMORPG, that Blizzard has got RuneScape, even though I don't play it, I know has got. That game still exists, so you can't tell me they didn't get it. MapleStory even got it. Like, Final Fantasy XIV, as much as I love it, they're so bad about trying to appeal to everybody that it actually, instead of helping them out, actually adds a crutch to their system. Taking time and resources away from content that the majority of players play. Exactly my point, yeah. Like, a lot of people think, yeah, they care about the 1%. Okay, these 1% players can do, like, play a multitude of other games for one. Or like you said, they could have, like, one thing the 1% can work on. But, yeah. For once in my life, worrying about the 1%, and it's something I never say, but worrying about the 1% in a game like that, an MMORPG, massive multiplayer should be the biggest thing they take away from that, which they don't, is like their biggest crutch, because they're like, oh, well, these players want this. It's kind of like the crafters, like I was saying. Like, I know a lot of people like to craft. Probably a good 30 to 40% of the people love to craft. Still not the most popular thing in the game. And they have story content locked behind it now. And I just so astonishingly and sadly baffled by it, because I can't do it. Like, this Guardian shit, I want to so bad, but I just can't. And this is coming from a dude who hates fishing in video games, who has a top tier fishing character in the MMO. It's crazy how all these MMO games are still played. Don't get me wrong. Some of them I can talk about greatly. Like, I feel like Guild Wars, even though I haven't played Guild Wars 2, I feel like they have a systematic... I'll just say system. I'll take away the systematic part, and I'll just say they have a system that works. They appeal to where they know it needs to be appealed, and they just roll with it. And it's free to play, other than having to actually buy the game. But no subscription base, but... Whew. Speaking of, you think they up the amount of points you need for the fishing mount? Really? That is just messed up. Are you on vacation too? Why are you on vacation here? Is a better question. But they added new routes. New routes is cool, but they should have just added a new mount, not up the ante on the one that already existed. I don't know. I hate that we're living through this time in our lives right now. So companies, especially video game companies, can only do so much, but I hate it even more that some video game companies are using it as, again, I hate to use the same term, but a crutch to lazily make content. And it's kind of like was my biggest deciding factor in just like canceling the subscription. It's one of the things I never thought I would ever do. And I will buy the expansion, for sure, 100%. in May, I'm gonna pay my subscription back and play it, but for now, I have no reason to even be there. The last patch, I didn't even play it. I don't want any spoilers, but it was a filler. It's a filler to go to the next patch to be bringing us to an end. It's like when you're going up a roller coaster and you're going up the hill before you go down the first slope. It's like they get to the first part of the slope and then they stop. And I'd rather go full slope. I don't want to, just go up and stop and then have to wait who knows else because of whatever the heck else. I don't know. Why there? It was filler, but Eden was good. I want to do the Eden stuff, but I could tell it was already going to be filler as I had that gut feeling already. Which I hate that I have sometimes because, I mean, I love the game so much. But the current pandemic that has been looming over us over the last year and a half, it's killed the game for me. The biggest thing that could have been the best thing of the pandemic ended up being the worst thing of it for me. Is Animal Crossing really that popular? Oh! Yeah! It almost got Game of the Year. It was up there with tiers like The Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades. Hades is a roguelike castle or Metroidvania style game. Very popular. I've never played it, but jeepers is it popular. But yeah, Animal Crossing literally almost got Game of the Year. So yeah, it is super popular. Yeah, like I said, super popular. Like, even I own Animal Crossing, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't really play it that often. To be honest with you, Stacy has done 95%, I won't even say 95% of what has been done on our island on her profile. But yeah, it's very, very, very popular. It's like the kids' version of Sims, but instead of other Sims, there's like animals. Why are the Animals Crossing? It's not really that. It's like I said, it's like The Sims, but instead of like other Sims or humans out there, it's just a bunch of animals trying to like kind of like make it work in this new town. Like back in the day, nowadays it's like an island, but crack in video game form. I mean, the thing is, Bond, it's a very easygoing game, especially during the current times we've been going through, which is one of the things that's made it so popular is, yeah, again, it's super easygoing, for one. And, what you do, basically, is you're trying to build a town up, or again, this time around, and the last time around, a new leaf in this game is like an island. You're trying to build up, trying to invite more people to come to it. You go around, you try to get a better house and pay off your debt. You're trying to fish, catch bugs, dig holes, shake trees, get stung by bees. I wish that was a thing. That wasn't a thing, but it's a thing. And just, try to like build up this museum. It's like a vast museum with like an aquarium. Just like this nice little, what do you call those things for bugs? Is it a terrarium? Hey, babe. Stacy. Stack die. It's bad that you respond to stack die before Stacy. What do you call those things for bugs? Like, it's not a bug aquarium. What is a bug? A terrarium. And, like a fossil area too. Like, Animal Crossing, it's like an escape from your normal life. I hate to use it like that, but again, this game was borderline Game of the Year. And yeah, it's quite the game for sure. Stacy loved it. I love it too. I'm not gonna just act like I didn't. I love it too. I actually played it on GameCube first back in the day. Probably her first time too. GameCube? Animal Crossing? Yeah, GameCube back in the day. Which the GameCube port had something that was amazing the newer games didn't have, unfortunately. They had this legitimately built-in emulators, which was just amazing. And I wish they would have added it in the newer games so badly. You could play Super Nintendo and Nintendo games back in the day on the GameCube version. It hasn't been in the newer versions, which is a little sad, but they had these built-in emulators. Like, you could get like these like legit like video games. Like, you could get like I think I know one of them was like this. I wish I could remember the name. You used to build courses, and you're just like a motorcycle racer, and just all kinds of games. I mean, it was just GameCube was with shit. Oh yeah, GameCube, such an underrated system. If you don't log on for a long time, you get roaches in your house. Yeah, that's true. I probably have them all in my house. I haven't played the game since last year sometime. I started off our island and I got okay-ish, and then I just kind of stopped playing because of like mostly streaming stuff, and like Stacy's kind of like taking over on the island, and whew, I've not been on it in quite some time. But yeah, I agree. GameCube was so good. That was the end of the simplicity of video games. That sounds odd to say because I know they had like hot-end graphics. It was like a step above the Nintendo 64, really hitting that like 480, 720-ish kind of era, but any rare villagers? I have no idea, Riz, to be honest with you. Like I said, again, Stacy's taken over the game since I've played it mostly. See, if you play on like the Switch, and you have two like different things, the person who is like the person who made the first profile on the Switch is the Island, whatever the heck person, mayor, I don't know. And then the other person can do everything else, but can't make certain decisions. And I told Stacey she could just like log in on my profile, do whatever if she had to like halt on something. And she's already like seen the credits, so she's like in game tier just building island stuff. So I have no idea what that. I haven't played the game in like, I would easily say 6 months. I haven't played that game. Yeah, it's Super Smash Bros. Melee, Zelda, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. She has that game. I didn't have a lot of the cooler games. I had like Resident Evil 0, Pikmin. I had Animal Crossing. I had a Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Need for Speed, Underground 2, which, believe it or not, is the game I did play the most on that console. And we had another game. I can't remember what it was. We didn't have a lot of the iconic games on the GameCube, though. Kinda hate that. Wanted your own island? Yeah, I feel you there. One quick moment. Sonic Adventures 2. I did not actually. I got to actually play Sonic Adventures 2, but it was on a friend's. I think it was on Dreamcast, wasn't it? I'm looking it up. Yeah. I played it on Sega Dreamcast. That's when I played it. I actually have it on my PC, believe it or not. But yeah, I did not play it. I didn't actually own the game. Miss out on Pokemon Coliseum. I did as well. I didn't get to play Pokemon Coliseum. Yamagashi had decent games too. But yeah, I didn't play. I did play it, but I didn't own it. Played on Dreamcast as far as Sonic Adventures 2. I think the last one. Let me look it up to be sure. Best Pokemon game ever made. I mean Yoshi. Gosh, I didn't play Yoshi on the or the Genesis either. Let me look this up. I think Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance was the last game we actually had. We did actually have a lot of GameCube games. It was a weird time for us with video games. Let me see. See what platforms it came on. I still think I got to play it on GameCube, but I cannot remember. Yeah, it was definitely GameCube. Okay, yeah, I see it there. So we had Pikmin, Need for Speed Underground 2. We had Animal Crossing. We had, gosh, I can't even remember them all now. I did so good last time, but anyway, add to the first list there was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. But yeah, we unfortunately didn't get a lot of the GameCube games as we were younger. I mean, it's not that we, well, yeah, actually, it was mostly that we couldn't get them. We had a very limited allowance, and we had a PlayStation 2, and mostly I was buying PlayStation 2 games. I did enjoy the GameCube, but we had Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles too. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I actually still have that physical copy in my bedroom now. I have a full story about that and everything. So that was the last game, actually. So Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was actually the other one. Sorry. I don't know how the heck I forgot that. That is literally the most iconic game on that console for me ever. I will say it was Animal Crossing and Need for Speed Underground 2, but nope, it was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Don't know how I forgot that. Gonna battle. So, does he really have Moltres though? Like, does he? You said something about Sabrina, but Sabrina was very not what you said last time. I hate to be honest, but I'm gonna be honest. She was much more easier than what I was anticipating when I actually got to her. He might actually have it though. We'll see. So he does have Moltres? It seems so broken for a gym leader to have a legendary bird. Which I'm not that worried about. We literally have plenty of things that could take it out, but it just sounds so broken. And I'm kind of starting to feel like I should have went from Pallet Town down, because now that we're on this side of the, like, her Pokemon are level 43, and I think the other people on the other side had stronger Pokemon. You never played this? Yeah, I was thinking something like that. It just, again, seems so broken to give a gym leader a legendary bird. Is that a random bird catcher way the hell out here? Sir, are you a random bird catcher, and are you lost by partially any chance? What up, Roger, with your Pharaoh? It's confirmed. Trio. Let's send in Raichu to clean up house this time. I do really feel like I missed the boat on the Stacy actually has the the Shadow Lugia Gale of Darkness Pokemon XD. I don't know what the heck that has the literally probably longest Pokemon name ever of any Pokemon game ever. Shadow Lugia Gale of Darkness XDDX, whatever the heck. But yeah, I never played that or Pokemon Coliseum. I wanted to play both of those so bad. Still to this day I want to play them. And again, Stacy does actually have the Lugia one. I've been wanting to play it, but I haven't really found the time to do so. Again, most of my gaming goes to streaming these days. And on my free time, I'm usually spending time with them, paying bills, adulting, and such. And relaxing. It's gotta happen. A lot of people don't think, like, you know, streaming's a lot of work. All I gotta say is give it a whirly dirly. It will take it out of you just like your job does. Pokemon Coliseum is a great game. Has better music. Only played Coliseum. I've only heard good things about Coliseum. And from what I've seen of it, it looks like a great game. It's perfection. I could honestly see, like, I've always wanted to play it, to be honest. Doesn't your character actually have Espeon and Umbreon, or do you have to choose? You get both? Yeah, I was thinking so. I mean, that's already like a crazy thing. And I like the fact that you're like a rogue character. Like, I heard that you're like an anti-hero that's basically just trying to bring down like a rogue organization that's just like bad to Pokemon. Which also sounds cool. Yeah, so that is basically how it is. So, like a rogue anti-hero taking down just like a crazy Pokemon or almost anti-Pokemon organization. They ate Magikarp in Season 1 of Pokemon. I always thought that was odd, too, to be honest with you, that actually happened. It ends in an unexpected way, too. It was really dark for Pokemon. Really? I've always wondered why it hasn't had ports, and that could be why, though. Because I would love to actually see it get a Switch port. If they wanted to announce anything that made me more excited than what, you know, a Pokemon remake, or even Pokemon Snap, like, Pokemon ports of the GameCube games to the Switch, the fact that that hasn't already happened, like, what the hell, Pokemon? What the hell, Game Freak? Whoever the hell worked on that game. Nintendo. We know that one at least. But yeah, they made buffalo wings from Taros. It's made by Genius Sonority, and they don't work on Pokemon anymore. Yeah, I heard that was a big thing because of literally that, where it was a licensing issue, where they can't get a lot of the ports out, which is just dumb. Sue them. Or bring them to court. Claim rights. I mean, they did it to like people who made all the ROMs and emulators out there. But yeah, I mean, my gosh, 2021, let's make that shit happen. There's not a lot of shit I care about, but my gosh, that's one of them I feel like should happen. But yeah, Bond, I remember that episode. It always baffled my brain with they were talking about Magikarp and eating Magikarp and stuff, and then later on you have like James with his Magikarp that he bows off somebody because they talk about shit similar to that, and then this Magikarp also like I know, don't hate me for it. I'm throwing in Eevee. I don't want it. I still want it to be the top tier. Don't want the others to get too far ahead, and just I'll get back on subject here, but then you have Team Rocket here, and then you hear that like Magikarp apparently has like the hardest shell of a Pokemon ever, and is one of the hardest Pokemon to try to eat. It is a weird story arc kind of like thing. Chef Kazam may be the only one to cook it. Correctly. Using his psychic energy. You need some kind of defense for being so dumb. That's true. For years, it's only move it until it evolved with Splash. And, like, even the devs, they didn't give it anything special. Like, even in the anime, it was like, magic cop, cop, cop. I was like, cop, 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 magic cop, cop, cop. The day I started getting gifted and memed, I don't look forward to it, but I know it's gonna happen one day because of the dumb shit that I do sometimes. You want to know why they made Victory Bell scream like in the anime though? I have no idea. Sometimes, like that thing you said earlier where somebody's just like, why not? I feel like that happened a lot with like OG Pokemon. They were like, what are we gonna do with it? Victory! Victory! And they were like, no. Poison grass. Like, nah. And then somebody in the back, was just like, what about, ah! And they were like, that's it. Someone had a theory about it. That dude from Gen 2 must be rich if he had a Magikarp for like $2 billion. If that's the case, it makes you feel sorry about the dude from Gen 1 who just sells them for 500. Victor Bell eats people and screams to lure people to it. That's very dark, but I don't. All I'm saying, like, I'm a human being. If I hear screams like that, I don't run to them. I'm just saying that's the opposite way. I go like, screams. Yes. I'm going that way. If you're naturally attracted to screams, you might have a problem. That's why it's always trying to eat James. You're the same, running the other way. Yeah, I never got that about like some things. Like you see memes out there these days, like some people hear screams. Oh, what's that? Or mystery. Me when I hear screams. Nope. That way. He's the most horrible Pokemon to be around. I can only imagine. If you have asthma, he's killer. Or totally toxic. Has the most poisonous traits you might think. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop with these horrible puns. I still don't get the surfboard. What are the metrics? Alright, let me look at the town map. I'm wondering where the heck we are, to be honest with you. We have not hit Cinnabar. We gotta be close. Oh, thank God we're close. Okay, we We fought that guy, we fought this lady, we fought that guy up there. I'm just making sure we get all the possible experience we can. Don't want to miss anyone or miss anything. Got that max repel. You know, this sounds almost dumb-ish, like not a Pokemon, but it does. What hasn't Repulsor been like a name or something like that? The Pokemon Mansion is going to be real quick. I forgot about the Pokemon Mansion. Which, I can't believe I forgot about it because that's mostly where they give most of the details about the backstory of Mewtwo in this game. Fun fact, coughing was going to be named Nye, and wheezing was going to be named New York and LA, or NY and LA, or Nye and Law. I'm curious about both of those things. I'd be very baffled though if a Pokemon is actually named New York or Los Angeles. Go New York! New York dot. Go Los Angeles! They probably would have went the Eking's like Arbok route and just went backwards. One probably would have been like Croc, or like what would have been actually instead of York, it would be like Croy. Instead of like Angeles, it would have been like Sigalal. Sigalal. Croy and Sigalal. This is a random golem. In an alternate universe where Pokemon were named what they originally thought of. What a world that would be. Again, I know Eevee. Raichu's caught up again, and it makes me feel uneasy. It's cool in a way because Raichu's been around for so long, but Jeepers Creepers, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel uneasy because Eevee's been around the longest. Super pet. Oh god, sorry Eevee. Live! Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Let's put in Pidgeot to make up for that. That was not good. For some reason I didn't even think of a superpower. Oh man, that was almost bad. It's funny that you weakened your defense. That's what I needed. So, like, without story spoilers, as far as how the game actually does play out, what is Pokemon Colosseum actually like, Rez? I mean, over the years, I've read certain descriptions, I've seen a little bit of gameplay, I've never wanted, like, super spoilers, so I've never, like, really looked a lot up, but, like, what could you say about it to kind of explain it to the type of game that it actually is? Like, on an actual serious point of view, like, It's dope as fuck. I meant like, like how do they do like the whole like journey type of thing? Is there like leaders in it that kind of like act sort of like gym leaders, or is there like, I don't know. Yeah, that's basically the way I'm going with it. I know there's not gym leaders because you're not getting badges, but is there like tiers like that? They're like a starting point, working up through the story, and then like things to progress throughout this and there. Like in comparison to like the handheld titles. Trying to remember, it's been a while. And like, is there like a actually really good story to it as well? Is there another like good question? I would say it's more like bosses to defeat. That's understandable. Is there like a good story too, though, as well? Or Coliseum battles? Coliseum battles? What does that even mean? That's interesting. I feel like there's gonna be a huge curve to this game. I'm not gonna understand it just like unless I play it. Sorry, I have like 1,000 questions. It's one of those things. I don't know many people that actually played it. Is a big thing. And what is so crazy is that the game was literally actually kind of limited when it was created. Sure, there's a lot of different titles of it out there, but if you can actually find a nice mint copy of the game. Oh, you're still paying original retail price, if not more. There are a lot of layers and hideouts in the main game. Coliseum battles are a series of 4 battles. Ah, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I mean it's crazy how that game actually like set off kind of like a new tidal wave for games back in the day. They start off easy and get more difficult. Makes sense. And I'm guessing the gym's probably locked until you go through the mansion. Main story is going around and catching shadow Pokemon and purifying them. I kind of like Pokemon Go. Which, yeah, actually kind of is part of the story arc to Pokemon Go, which is kind of funny, but still true. Only your companion can see shadow Pokemon, so she travels with you. Wait, is your like your Pokemon, or do you actually have a companion? You have a human companion. Oh, okay. You get to name her. Oh, okay. That makes more sense too. Sinvar Lab. What up? Did you come to have a look at our lab? Most impressive. I'd like to see that kind of drive. Oh, this is where you get your fossils. Kind of like fixed up, yeah? Hey, you run into hallways? Boy, I always wanted to say it. Oh, I didn't even read what he said, but we got the gist. Yeah. I feel like there's not going to be a lot here going on. I found this most remarkable fossil inside Mount Moon. I think it's a rare Pokemon. Cool. This sofa is very soft and comfortable. Yep, did not have to read that. This is a reception room. A room where we talk about our guests. We don't have guests. It's a place for Santas to slack off. Well, alright. What if I done accidentally wrote on the board with permanent marker? Maybe I could turn it the other way and no one will ever know. That's right, Eevee has the potential to evolve in a variety of different ways. Doesn't look like your Eevee has any interest in evolving though. Don't get so mad, bro. Calm down. Eat a Snickers. Come on! Come at me! I'm a scientist that's been working without sleep or rest. You really think you stand a chance? Sorry to tell you like that. All of a sudden, I haven't slept in days. Here, I'll give you this. Do you think you can forgive me? TM tight, isn't it? Yep. Easy way to... If you purify Pokemon from Coliseum and trade it all the way to Sword and Shield to get a badass title? Really? Damn, that sounds insane. And just, I don't know about that one. That's a long list of transferring. Jesus. It forces your opponent to only use moves that cause damage. Yeah, I'm so busy, never mind. Never a moment to breathe. Certainly no time to be talking to children. Alright. Don't you think this machine looks rather like a washing machine? It's not though. I'm guessing it's a printer or maybe a fax machine or copier of sorts. I don't know. It's very pointless, it seems like, to talk to these people, but I have been. My eyes got so tired when I look at a computer for too long. Resting your eyes is really important, you know. Okay. Maybe when I become a fossil, they'll revive me in the distant future. I would hope not. Hiya! I'm an important doctor, yes. Very well known indeed. Here. I study rare Pokemon fossils. Hey, do you have a fossil for me? You got the Dome Fossil? Dome Fossil that is. It's a fossil of Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct. I shall use my resurrection machine to make that Pokemon live again. Alright, so give it here. Damn, that's quick. Lost your cables and stuff a long time ago, so Pokemon are stuck on that game. Yeah, that's a long transfer to go from GameCube to Game Boy Advance, from Game Boy Advance to DS, to DS to DS, from DS to DS, then DS to Switch. That is a long journey of traveling and moving and whatnot. The fossil was a Kabuto, as I thought. Kabuto from the doctor. It's such an odd Pokemon. Like, its eyes are up there, but it makes you think their eyes are on the bottom of its, like, torso there. Which is kind of its, like, weird bug breast. Well, then come back soon. All matter is made up of a tiny molecule. It's like how $100 is a collection of one. And I feel like you're kind of off there, but alright. Did you come to have a look at our lab? I suppose the president elected to get that job. Done. Done. Pokemon Mansion. Scientists sometimes go into the Pokemon Mansion to carry out different experiments. And the gym, let's try to walk in. Cannot walk in. Definitely locked. Lock skis waiting on Blaine. Alright, so we're gonna do the Pokemon Mansion. We're gonna find Blaine. I'm gonna grab a drink, take a restroom break. I was about to say the last, but I really don't know. So I'm gonna be quick about it. I'll be. What was that? I just saw that item. An antidote. Damn. A little disappointing. I'll be right back. GameCube days were lit. I mean, in some ways, yeah. In some ways, I didn't get to play a lot of the games, so I missed out on some of the fun, unfortunately. Alright, we're at the Pokemon Mansion. I think I'm already kind of coughing. We'll see. We have already caught coughing, so yeah, we're gonna run away. The Pixel Banana. Hello, how are you? Why the hell is a Rattata in here? Just in case, throughout the game, you didn't catch Rattata, they threw one in here. It's just, that's Nintendo and Pokemon looking out for you right there. Alright, so we're gonna kind of give this the Ligsky, like we did the Silphco. I know there's these branded things on the table. To be fair, don't hate me, I'm not gonna read them. I've read them for years. If you know what they say, you know what they say. It's stuff about Mewtwo. I'm not gonna do it today. You really just don't gotta. So what I'm gonna do is the Pixel Banana. Getting that game soon? That's cool. That's cool. It's a pretty fun game. Very much a Pokemon Yellow version remake. Oh, I forgot the secret switch thing. Maybe I should read that stuff. Didn't see the Rattata. The huge Rattata. But yeah, for the most part, I don't really see a point in reading a lot of this, though. Mostly just trying to get through it. Oh, do not catch that coughing. We already got one. We don't need another. Come again. Come on now, game. Work with me here. Alright. Let's go upstairs. But yeah, let's go with Eevee. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. Pokemon Burglar. Try to burgle some Pokemon. I can't get out. This old place is one big puzzle. It really isn't. Wow, they actually did keep these people as burglars. Rapidash, very cool. Do I have Gyarados out front? I do, sweet. Let's waterfall it. If anybody can see this, you'll get there, Pixel. I will say you probably shouldn't do that on other people's channel. I'll let you slide, bud. Don't worry. But it's let's be fair. One, it's not very polite. Two, it's not how you're ever gonna grow your channel. To be honest with you. It's not how the algorithm actually works. It's all about the algorithm. Put out quality content and people will come. Let me think of some other good tips. Have fun with it. Your subs aren't everything. Believe me. You want to quit your job, or maybe you don't have a job and you want to get paid. If you're initially just like going straight in, worried about your subs and the money you're gonna make, you're doing YouTube wrong already. Have fun with it, for real, for real. Just let that be your focus first, and then come back to that. Having fun and doing your thing. It's a better way to go at YouTube. Don't just look at it as for subs. If you do that, you're not gonna enjoy it as much, I promise. That's from me to you, but I'll let it slide. I'm not a big if you're gonna come in and promote yourself, come on now. It's the rudest thing to do onto another YouTuber's thing, and I mean that quite frequently. There's a difference between fundamental things, which YouTubers promoting other YouTubers is an awesome way to actually grow your channel. I totally agree. I wish it was easier said than done, and I mean it kind of is in some ways, but without asking, blatantly just trying to promote yourself, it's kind of rude. You will see it as you try to build your channel. You may not think it now. Give yourself 3 or 4 years down the road. It's one of those things you talk about with people. You get collabs in. There's a total different mitigation for that, but don't worry. And I'm a very cool, very understandable person. Gonna let things slide. Obviously, I hope you do get your 100 subs. If you haven't subbed to this guy, if you watch any of his content and you want to maybe subscribe, go for it. On his road to 100 subscribers, the Pixel Banana. It's a hard road to get to the first 100. It's a hard road to get to the first 1,000. And, yeah. So, support out there if you want to help him out. It's out there. But take the words I said, with an earnest, I don't want you getting blocked from a lot of people out there. It's not really how YouTube works, It's not really how any of the streaming stuff works. No problem. You don't gotta thank me. It's not really how the content works. I wish it did work that way. But honestly, just have fun with it. That's my advice. If you ever wanted advice, have fun with it. And your followers, they will come. I promise you. Have fun, and you'll get followers. don't look at the numbers and get stressed out or think you gotta like do things to certain people's channels, because you really don't. The more fun you have with it, honestly, the better off you'll be. You'll enjoy doing it a lot more as well. But again, yeah, like, subscribe to this dude's channel. You know, he went out there. He went out, did the extra mile. If you want to subscribe to the Pixel Banana, give him a whirly dirly, watch some of his content, check him out. Get him to his first 100. Yeah, we got Gyarados versus Magmar. We know what we're gonna do. Waterfall the shit out of it. That's good advice. It really is. I mean, nobody ever gets this stuff. Like, I can't say that. There are people who do, like, have one stream that blows them out of proportion sometimes. It's a 1 in a million chance. It's like scratching a lottery ticket. But my best advice to anybody is just have fun. It's like the best advice I could ever give anybody with streaming, because you're gonna have your slow days like we all do. Even I still have slow days. I've been doing this for like 4 years now, and I have slow days. I mean, I've come to terms with that. There's some games that hit, some games that won't. Hey, Rez getting on that sub. Jesus. Oh, random cough came out of nowhere. Alright, now I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to start using the switches, which is the part that I kinda hate because I'm not that good at. I'm not that good at this part at all, but I'll try. Gotta try to find the key kind of thing. I might actually have to read these. I don't know. Back in the day, you really didn't have to. You could just kind of skim through it without it. Kind of thinking I might have to this time. Because I've not seen the key. We got a switch key. Let's hit the switch key. Okay, we got another staircase open. We got us a little coach over here. Oh dear, I thought you were a burglar, but you're a kid trainer. Well, do you want to have some fun with the coach trainer? Maybe. We'll see. What up, Rita, with the Graveler? That's going down. I'm gonna use Waterfall on Graveler. We'll see what she has next. Doug Trio. Oh, okay. We'll keep Gyarados out for now. Waterfall again. What's next after this, I wonder? Was that Rock Slide? I didn't read what it was, sorry. Poliwrath. Oh yeah, switch. Kazam, Tom. Actually, it's Eevee, Tom. No, it's Poliwrath. He's got fighting type moves. Yeah, Kazam, Tom. Use Psychic. You know, one of the things that a lot of people don't address, which I think is something that should at least now be addressed, the difference between Poliwhirl and Poliwrath, it is not that big of a difference. One's pissed off and got some fisticuffs, and the other one's just like not pissed and smaller. It's been 25 years and nobody said anything. Why? They just doing anything. Yeah, like legit. Poliwhirl to Poliwrath. Come on now. This one's pissed off. That's the only difference. He's pissed. He's not whirling anymore. He's wrathing. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding. One has his arms to his side, not mad. The other one gets a little bigger and just puts his fisticuffs up, and he's pissed. What an evolutionary chain. Battling with you is so much fun. Here's a present for you. Rock slide. Oh, that's actually... Thank you. A little sweet you. What you got, skis? What? Actually, I'm wondering who can learn it. Probably nobody except for... Nobody. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little hill ski on Gyarados. Good enough. Go upstairs. Whoa, why the hell is Magmar like freaking sprint everywhere? Got a full hill. Very nice. The freaking Rattata. They're invisible in this place. So, Rez, how do you feel about Tropius? I feel like Tropius is in such need of a first form. Foul play. It's like... I can't remember what foul play does. Let's look at it. I feel like Tropius used to actually be one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3. I feel like it's so slept on. $95 100. These are targets. Target. The user turns its target's power against it. The higher the target's attack stat, the greater the damage is dealt. Damn, Alakazam can learn that. And Ninetales. Let's give it to Ninetales. Love quick attack. Oh, it already has Dark Pulse, so we're not going to do it actually. Alakazam. I actually feel like this is going to be better for Alakazam rather than Alakazam's randomly got Seismic Toss, which kind of sucks for an Alakazam. Let's just be fair. Let's teach it Foul Play, which isn't also great for Alakazam either, but we'll do it. Helvergasso. Or Helvergasso. Hello? Have I got a Shining Amulet? I do not. I think it's fun, actually? Really? My mentor once lived here. That is a horrible place to live. Can you see them, please? Blaine Cat Blue Lake Mansion. Can you see who, please? The Blaine Hood. You're gonna head to bed? I feel you, Rez. I understand. It's starting to get pretty late. Even I'm starting to get very tired. Elevator Gasso! Thank you so much. You have a great night as well. And also, Helver. Thank you so much for jumping over on Twitch. But, good night to you as well, Rez. Thank you so much for watching. Sticking around for a while. Always appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. Alright. I don't have to do too much. I am gonna grab a drink really quick. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit, hopefully. It's tingled. Untingle Fa. Come on now. Electricity, don't be against me now. It's 2021. This should not be a thing. I know a way to fix this, but I have to do more than I want to do. Just work with me. Work with me. You're not working with me the way I want you to. Chill. Come on now. There you go. Jeepers creepers. Good old refrigerator. Not too far away. There we go. There we go. Huh, okay. I'm still here, Bond. Don't worry. Weezing's coming out. Let's get a little switchky with the Alakazam coming in. Doing a little psychic action. Whew. Even I'm starting to get a little tired. But we still have a little while to go before I get out of here. Definitely want to... Blaine's probably going to be in game tonight. We'll see. I'm going to call it there, but we'll see. You should answer the trivia questions and save time for Blade when you get the gym. I actually want to do Blaine tonight. But we'll see. X accuracy. Not your regular accuracy that you would attempt. Damn it, Coughing! Get out of here! Why are you in cover then? Got that hyper potion. Twerking with the Moltres. You gonna help me get stronger? Came to the wrong person. Louise. Or Lewis. With the Kingler. Damn, got the paralysis first try. Okay. Okay.
tad bit. Prommy. Alakazam back in. How do I feel about Magmortar? It looks okay. It's not my favorite. When it came to a few, there was like Electivire, Magmortar. I don't know. Both of them. I'd like Electivire more. I'll say that much. Magmortar, it's okay. I don't think it's my favorite thing that they added to a Pokemon. Do I feel like Magmar needed an evolution? Not really. The fact that it happened, does it upset me? Not really either. It's okay. It's about the best feeling that I have towards it. I mean, it looks okay. It seems, from what I've used of it, it's okay, but it's not really my favorite starter from, you know, obviously. It's not a starter, I know. But I'm going to use that still as a reference. It's not my favorite evolutionary chain. I'll say that. It works out better. It's just kind of okay. 5 silver raspberries. Very cool. Random person who probably wants to battle? Yep. How do you feel about Magmortar Bond? I'm curious. I do feel like it was unnecessary, if I'm being honest. If I had to say anything, I felt like it was kind of unnecessary. There's still Pokemon that got either Mega Evolutions, or a baby form that I still kind of wish didn't, that some did, and I mean, it's just kind of part of liking the series, though. The content and everything. Feel like the design is lacking and it looks ridiculous. Agree, Magmar didn't need an evolution. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I guess I can't say that's just me, but yeah, it felt like that very complete. Like, Magnemite already, or not Magnemite, but Magmar kind of already felt like in tier. But I will say, I did say Magnemite, I feel the same way with Magnezone. Magnezone I get, and I'm more on board with, but yeah, like, Magmar already felt in tier. Then they added a baby form, I was okay with that, that made sense, but an evolution to Magmar, it just felt very, hate to use this, but try hard. I did not read what it said. So, I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, oh yeah. Elekid, Electabuzz, and Electivire, I also agree. It's just so much better. Thank God I did that. Jesus Christ, I didn't even read what it was, but the gut feeling told me to go Psychic. I'm glad I did. I'm also about to use a Repel. Don't hate me for it. Not trying to catch anything in here, but also just trying to kind of like make my way through here so we can do Blaine not before it gets too late. So I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna use the bag, I'm gonna use the medicine pocket, I'm gonna do some extensive healing. What was not created? I have no real reason for that, and I can't say too much how I feel about it because Stacy is a gigantic Muck fan. She loves Muck, Grimer, that whole like line that's her shit. So I can't talk shit about it, or she might hate on me for it for a few days. Even though she's deafened by Turtle Beach headphones, the old pair. But I don't know. I feel like there's just like a certain group of people who are just like really big Poison Top defense fans, and they really do play into that kind of like plethora. What up, Riley? The cat in heat. Hey, don't you know? If you step on that panel, you can go back to the entrance. The entrance, you say? Oh, we're not doing that. No, not now. Never met anybody who liked to smoke, but everybody has their opinions. Very true. Stacy's like actually a huge poison Pokemon fan. Poison bug. She loves them. This is the cat that's in heat, Riley. Oh gosh, she's been so loud. If you've been hearing a cat tonight, it's been her. Jesus, it has been quite the night. It's been like quite the week actually. She's been very, very loud. Just melting away right now. Is that a Jolteon? She's a something. Well, let's look at everybody. We're doing pretty good. Hey, Choco, leave her alone. Got Sludge Bomb. I don't know if anybody here can actually learn Sludge Bomb, that it would be worth it or not. Probably not. Worth a look ski there, I guess. Nope, no one. Uh-oh. Where am I now? I don't know, guy. Your imagination. Lewis. With the coughing. Let's go for the waterfall. Gulam could have learned it. You're like Golem, don't you, Pun? I should get to 51. Coughing again. Switch Pokemon. Let's get Eevee in here. I might just let Eevee kind of sweep this one. Gonna take a restroom break, but also gonna let Eevee kind of do its thing here. Alright. Golem is the GOAT! You mean Golem? wheezing, we will switch. We've had Eevee out for a little bit. Let's switch to Alakazam this time. Chef Kazam, as one would call it. Wearing flip-flops. Damn. That's your extra, you know. If you're that confident in your skills of burglary, you're wearing the flops. Actually, it doesn't really look like flops. It just zoomed in on that character. I don't think that's flip-flops. I don't know what it was. I don't think it's the flops, though. You from the ghetto? Blaine's ghetto hood. I mean, I don't know if you'd call an island a ghetto. That's some weird next level shit. If you're on an island, well, I mean, you definitely can't say ghetto anymore. You got a max potion. Especially if it's a private island. Like, that's just like next level right there. Okay, so we got the staircase. Let's try this little button pushing here. Press the switch. With those that close, there are those that open. That's my in-game voice, if I had one. Yes, another repel. Should I keep using them? No, this would be the last one, but might as well. Oh shit, there's like a little resty spot up there. This place is for a lab. Look at all this space. Look at all that space. Ghetto Island. Yeah, they out there wilding in Cinnabar. They have these Electabuzz dudes like Ivan out here. The street wilding. I like to think of them as Bilbos, rather, bud. Sorry, it's a horrible Lord of the Rings, J.R.R. Tolkien Hobbit reference. Such a Bilbo. Yeah, that thunder punch. Keep it to yourselves. Sorry, Ivan. Or Ivan. We got this portion now. Let's take out a little resky. Get our PP back up. Blaine's a crib. Call him TV. Found a rare candy, very nice. I think we got like 14 of those now. Not trying to use too many of them, honestly. Kind of trying to save them a little bit. Let's hit up this thing. Here we are. Almost pretty much at the end, I think, actually. There's a random something. I think that's like that Mewtwo thing, right? Yeah, maybe? I don't know. Playing a Gen 4 Heart Gold Soul Silver looks like a pimp. Gosh, Heart Gold Soul Silver. I hate to say it. I'm one of those people that would actually love to see a remake of that remake. I got a copy of Soul Silver in my room. And, I love Gold Silver Crystal. It is so good. But Heart Gold and Soul Silver, my goodness. I do not want a Let's Go Gold or Let's Go Silver, though. I would be legitimately, like, fan pissed. This system, it's fun, it's okay. I see the simplicity. I ultimately am not the biggest fan of this. Like, even before beating this game, I could give you a score for this game right now. It's a 7.5. Hands down. Even before beating it, even after I beat it, that's not gonna change. Ooh. But, yeah, it's a 7.5 for this game. Like, hands down. I'm still 2 badges deep. Still got the Elite 4 deep. It's nothing better than a 7.5. Like, it's okay. And that's all I can say. It's a okay game. And I really mean that on the okay part. Like, would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. What I'll tell you, it's a must play. Nope. You can go your whole life without playing it. It's good as far as nostalgia goes. And if you're a new player, like, the kids love it. So I know Leland loves Let's Go Pikachu. Amaranth loves Let's Go Eevee. But one quick second. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, this game, I would not have to beat it to actually give it a real rating. Most of the time in any game, I'll wait to the very end. This one, I'll give it one at the end too. Don't get me wrong. I'll give my score of a rating on how I feel about it, but I really don't think it'll change. It's a very strongly a 7.5. Don't hate me for it. Catching the Pokemon with this and no calibration, very bogus. Fixation on the starter that can't evolve for some reason. I could go on. I'm not going to tonight. We'll wait till the end of the game, but yeah. It's not my favorite go-to as far as the game. I do enjoy this game though. That's why I say 7.5, above average. Is it worth it? If you're a Pokemon fan, you gotta at least give it a whirly dearly at least once. I will say that. But if you just don't care about Pokemon, is it a must need to play game? Nah. You can skip it. You're okay. Would at most give this game an average rating? Yeah, again, I will give it one at the very end. It's my thing. I'll give it one at the end. But there's no praise to this game that I could give it. We got a secret key. I don't really know a secret key in your bag. I think that's actually what unlocks Blaine's gym, maybe. But yeah, there's no special treatment to this game that I could ever give. It's just very okay. It's worth trying out sometime, though, I guess, if you really want to get into it. I might regret this, but I'm going to try to do something that might be dumb. I think the secret key is all I need to, like, actually face Blaine. Let's give it a really quick. But yeah, there's nothing exponential going on in this game. It's a yellow remake with boundaries from the newer games, which things that do work, which there's a lot that just, well, doesn't. Okay, get a little hill ski. That's the key to Blaine's second crib. That's what I was thinking. Alright. And Blaine's gonna be in game tier. We'll, like, ventured on from. Oh my god. I can't believe I just used another. I wish there was a cancel button. That's okay. Shit. I did not mean to do that. Yo, champ in the making. This gym is, here we go. First question. Damn, Blaine. Wait a minute, Mr. Blaine. It's not your turn yet. Oh, that's right. Damn, he came like right out. I like how his little Pokemon on the like the pedestal over here isn't your average, and it just like has his face on it. The old man you just saw there was Gym Leader Blaine. He's a fire type Pokemon pro. You did well finding the secret key to get here, so I think you're ready to take on the gym. You might as well have guessed you'll be taking on a quiz at this gym, as well as battles. Try to have a good time. Okay. Blaine's always thinking up ways to keep families of the scientists who live here from getting bored. That's not what I expected. Oh, we got like cameras and chairs and okay, what up, Blaine? It's gonna be like a freaking game show here, apparently. Blaine ran back. Burton Hills, we got some. We got some. Let's go ahead and get quick save. Quick save just in case. Let's do this. What do you say? Ready to start? Let's do it. Let's start this game show. No need to be shy then. Step right up. Alright. Here we go. This is Santa Barbara Gym Pokemon Quiz. Challengers get asked 5 questions that they have to answer. Get one right, you get a Blaine doll. Get a question wrong, you'll have to battle one of my students here. But if you manage to beat them, then don't worry, you'll still get a Blaine doll. Do you collect all 5 Blaine dolls? I don't know. Here we go. First question. Quiz time. Which of these Spitfire is the Spitfire Pokemon? Magmar. The challenger has given his response, and the final judgment is... You're absolutely correct. Congrats! Thank you. Congratulations. You want a Blaine doll. Alright, let's move on to the second question. Quiz time. How many gym badges certify the Pokemon League? 8, of course. The challenger has given us response, and the final judgment is... You're absolutely correct! Congrats! I really hope I don't wake up to kids. Congratulations, you won the Blaine doll. We're not done yet. The second question. Hold on, Mr. Blaine. This is the third question. The third question. Quiz time. Still type move Pokemon used on fire type Pokemon will it be super... not very. The challenger has given his response. And the final judgment is... You're absolutely correct! Congrats! Congratulations, you won a Blaine doll. The challenger has assembled 3 Blaine dolls. On to the fourth question. Quiz time. True or false, TM28 contains the move Tombstone. False. That's not even a real freaking move. The challenger has given his response. The final judgment is... Very nice, very nice, yes. Oh, for keepsake. Good deal, yes. Keep that. Thirsty. You're absolutely correct! Congrats! Congratulations, you won the Blaine doll. You also woke up every probably freaking dog in the freaking apartment complex. Oops. It seems our challenger has collected 4 Blaine dolls. It's time for the last question. Give it your all. Final question. Challenger Tumbles, tell me, who are you about to battle? Blaine, the Samurai and Gym Leader, a Fire-type Pokemon Pro, the head quiz master, a mustached old man, an old man in sunglasses. Blaine. The challenger has given his response, and the judgment is, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, that's very true. We're fighting Blaine. Challenger, you have obtained 5 Blaine dolls, which means it's time for our battle. I'm Blaine, the red hot gym leader here. My fire Pokemon are rough and ready with intense heat. They incinerate all challengers. Ha! Hope you brought some burn heals. Actually, did. They've been in the bag for a little bit, but that's okay. What up, Blaine? Get out of here, random notification. Crystal Bell forehead licking. Maybe. 47 level 47 Magmar. Wow, one hit quit. Oh Jesus. Burger. Peg Steak Haven. Gyarados got the level 50. Very nice. Gyarados getting that dosey dose. Eevee got the 52. Arcanine. You know what? Let's just leave Gyarados out. Gyarados might like do the little queen sweep. Quanchy mustache shaven. Man, you're making me want to really watch some or play some Mortal Kombat. Arcanine down. Man, what is here we go. Rapidash. Switch Pokemon. Let's yeah, let's go Eevee. Let's do it. Get a little dig action. Bringing bad lab coat wearing. You could just say it like that. It'd be so. Burglar Backstake Haven, Quanchy Moostak Haven, Republican Ta wearing, Breaking Bad lab coat wearing, Don King some class wearing. Rapidash down. Here we go. Uno mas. Non-tells. Okay. Bond. There was no more trace. I had to say it at the end. But yes. Yeah, I do like the Blue Flames Rapidash. It is Blue Flames, yes. I think I could be wrong. It's been a while. No Bull Trace though. Really gotta point that out. No Bull Trace. Non-tells this is closer at level 47. After you beat that non-tells. My non-tells grew to level 50. I have burned down to nothing. Not even ashes remain. You have earned a volcano badge. Sweetness, Eevee. Tell 5. You can have this TM2. Fire Blast. Useless. I don't teach that to any Pokemon. It contains a red hot Fire Blast, a red hot fire type move. Teaches the fire type Pokemon Vulpix or Charmeleon would be ideal. Fire Blast is an attack to be shown to the utmost respect. Don't waste it on water type Pokemon. AKA, don't teach it to your Gyarados. Can Gyarados learn it? Can Gyarados learn it? Oh, I gotta check. It says don't waste it on in there. I could have sworn he had a Moltres. Again, I don't think so, but it's okay. He can learn. Oh wait, I knew Ninetales could learn it, actually. I'm not gonna teach him Ninetales. I was a little surprised. It was like, oh, wait. Yeah, I knew that. So this is where you were. I thought you might have made your way to Cinnabar Island by now. We are on Cinnabar Island. Did you beat Blaine? I did. Really, congratulations. Thank you. You need to have 8 gym badges to get into the Pokemon League, right? I've got 7 already, which means that the only left is, yeah, must be the gym in Viridian City, right? It was closed last time I checked, though. Haven't been to Viridian City yet, Tumbles. You haven't, right? Of course I've been to Viridian. It's literally the second town we go to. You can also try stopping by Viridian City one more time. You're quite the rival. Maybe the most, like... I don't even know what words to use. The weirdest rival. Viridian Gym is quick. Yeah, it's very true. I'm actually thinking about stretching the stream tonight to actually do that. Do Viridian, and then maybe jump back to the rest of the Poke League and Victory Road Poke League tomorrow, I think. So I'll do a little stretchy. But to do so, I'm going to have to do a little northern stretchy as well. So we'll see. I have a bit of a travel from here to Pallet Town. Not too bad at all. So let's do this, actually. Let's go ahead and travel to Pallet. The best? Thank you so much, Vaughn. Got a PP up. Don't want to PP down. So here we go. Let's work on this. Try to get what battles we can. There's not a lot between here and Pallet Town, I don't think. Let's battle what we can while we have it. Right now, I'm in a triathlon meet. Let's see. 42, yeah. I definitely feel like I went backwards. I said it earlier, I've done it multiple times throughout this playthrough. There's been a lot of times where I feel like I've just played it so backwards, rather than just doing what I should have done. It's okay, though. Let's just try to get to this small route and then her route. And actually jump into this last little bit. Sorry, I'm pretty tired as well, so bear with me. Slowbro. Oh, I love Slowking. Slowbro is pretty cool. I'm a very, very, very big Slowking fan, though. Slowking is just, like, too cool. Too cool for school, which is why I can talk, I believe. I love Slowking, though. Dude, swim faster. What the hell? The sun and the wild. Jesus. It's crazy you don't like Slow King though, but again, you know, crazy, you know, nice little to each their own kind of thing. Never had a Slow King. It was hard to get. They're actually pretty good, honestly. If you use it correctly, that is. Again, sorry, my sinuses, they're that bad, so just ignore them if you can. They're so annoying for me. Just as much as they probably are for you. They suck. I hate sinuses. Kingler. Let's get Raichu in here. Just keep it sweeped up. I actually meant to use Thunder Punch, but that's okay. It worked out. Sorry, you're rolling. Okay, here we go. Still trying to build up. We got a sailor here. Hey, don't disturb the water. What you got, Claude? Primeape. No, random, not expected Pokemon. Giovanni has Mewtwo. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, just being fair. If Blaine didn't have Moltres, Giovanni is not having Mewtwo. I'm just being very fair. I'm more so worried about the gym. It's slightly gimmicky. I'm not really wanting to spend too much time on it, but definitely gonna take just a slight bit there. Kind of just wanting to get through it, honestly. Not having to worry about like level walls or things that slow me down. Just, you know. Got a water stone. What up, Nolan, with the Tentacruel? The richest in Kanto, he paid Mewtwo to put in work. I mean, I don't think Mewtwo even accepts money. Giovanni, definitely the most gangster though, for sure. Really thinking we'd be pretty much done with this already. I feel like there was more trainers going to like Palette than there was going from Fuchsia to Cinnabar. Here we go. Who do you have next? Let's just finish it up. Stormy. Should be okay. The Gengar of the Sea. I can see that. Very cool. Sorry, Nolan. Have you ever been... Oh yeah, definitely. My worst moment has been doing like PvP stuff back in the day and actually falling like asleep on stream. Oh, man, very unfortunate moments. It has happened. I never like to fall asleep on a stream. It's happened before though. Speaking of which, I'm gonna be right back. Sorry about that. Which one is the... Which one is the richest in Kanto? He had Mewtwo. work. One eye closed. Oh no! If it's ever one eye closed, I'm out. I'll see that much. That's too far. Okay, let's see. I am very tired and get very hungry as well. Just kind of. Part of me wants to just fly up to Viridian City already and just be done with this, but another part of me just thinks to myself, like, more trainers, more experience. Let's do what we can. Which I don't like, honestly. Like this, oh my god, I feel like this is gonna take forever. Part of me just wants to, again, just fly to Viridian, just be done with this. I know I haven't faced this person yet. Maybe not that person or that one. How many freaking trainers are there? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have faced this person actually. Apparently. Let's get out of here, Tentacle. Can sing some soul music so you stay woke. I'm getting pretty tired, but I'm like getting it's mostly fatigue, if I gotta, you know, in Latin. Fatigue's a rough one, you know. Okay, so we got this island with whatever the heck this dude is. What's wrong with me swimming? Well, you're not doing it for one. Roughneck Martin. Oh, man. Let's see what we got. You gonna sucker punch me? What's next? Onyx, sweet. I feel like Onyx is like the rock Gyarados, or Gyarados is the water like Onyx. What that trainer doing in there? CSC supposed to be on land? I have no idea. That like eradicate like Onyx blend is just very that is not what I meant to use, but it's okay. Very off though. Okay, can't be too much more, honestly. Let's see that. Gosh, I'm not trying to jinx myself. We're very close to pallet, though. Really not trying to push this any farther. Honestly, I'm just kind of trying to finish to get to pallet, and then to Viridian, so we could do the last gym leader kind of thing. I'm in debate if he didn't want to do that. Bootleg Stone Cold Steven even. Alright, so we see the coach trainer, the fisherman there, random item. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Looks like no more trainers. And we are there. Okay, thank Jeepers. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll fight these random 3. If there's a lot going on in that last gym, then I'm saving it for tomorrow. But we got a big haul waiting for whatever the heck. Let's do it. What you got? What up, Wade? Magikarp. This is gonna be the Magikarp guy, isn't it? We haven't had him yet. This is gonna be the one. It's gonna be the Magikarp guy. Just send Raichu. Raichu, no worries. Just queen sweep. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I'm so tired. So bear with me with that all. Here we go. Level 42 of Magikarp never evolved yet. It's a bad trainer. Needless to say, but yeah. The evolution of early evolution is to the eyes of the beholder of the trainer. Straight up Magikarp trainer, which blows my mind. I kind of am in the same boat. Like, who would never at least let Magikarp evolve? Because it has nothing but splash tackle, and that's about it. Just very tired, honestly. Fun. Very tired, honestly. Ready to go to sleep, but I'm trying to stretch it out just a tad bit longer. I'm not gonna be worried about the actual like statistic parts, other than the actual stretch parts that will be faded out once the video's over. Not gonna do the last gym. I am actually just gonna finish this up on the preliminary gym battle, and leave the rest of this to the actual gym tomorrow, which it will be tomorrow 100%. But yeah, I'm not gonna get there tonight. I'm too tired, too hungry, and yeah, we're just not gonna make it. Thank you so much, Bun. But yeah, we have I think 2 more trainers to actually try to make it through. That one right there that's not paying attention. Yeah, it's these last 2. One is a random coach. And yeah, that bald guy. Oh, he's not bald. Just a fisherman. Oops. I didn't mean that. So, okay, let's do this. Yeah, it's fun. Nobody needs actually really. Here we go. Hey, you. Are you going to Cinnabar Island by any chance? I'm bored. It's okay if I coach you a bit. Coach away, lady. Machoke. Oh shit. Let's see what we can do to Machoke. It's very little, but we'll see. Let's just go for the waterfall. Hope for the best. But Bon, again, thank you so much for the attributes and nice words. Okay, who's next? Jinx. Oh yeah, Ninetales. You got this. Sorry. Cyclone through music. Most other PokeTubers are boring. Hey, thank you so much for thinking I'm not. I really appreciate that. Sorry. Was cycling through music there, but thank you for not thinking it wasn't boring here. Really appreciate that. Very awesome little compliment. I really appreciate that. The others are boring. I'm glad I'm not. My conversations tend to be a little more all over the place, which makes conversation last longer, I guess. Kangaskhan. I didn't expect that. We gotta do a switch no matter what. We gotta. Don't think. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I don't think I chose the right Pokemon. Here we go. Ah, damn it. Good deal with the Thunder Punch. If we could do a double kick right after that, it's done. It's good. Come on, Raichu. Awesome. Not what I thought, but it still did pretty good. Live! Oh, jeepers. Sether was rare as well. Yeah, they both were pretty rare, also in Gen 1. Raichu survived 1 HP. Thankfully it did. And I'm not a Hyper Bee fan, so bear with me. Oz Punch. Oh. See who can learn Oz Punch. Oh man, that's a game changer. Alakazam can learn it. Hard to say, so we'll keep what we got. Last person. Then we move up a little bit. Rolando or Roland? Oh shit. Not as intended. I'll be right back. Ronald's about to send out Gyarados. Really get a lot of XP for the Magikarp too. Magikarp is annoying. Oh, God damn it. I actually wanted to choose Raichu. I just realized Raichu has absolutely no health. Let's do Alakazam. Here we go. Let's try this. Live. Very close. There we go. Get a little hill ski and a little save ski. And with that, I'll be back on tomorrow. Very tired and very hungry, and we have exceeded our actual limit, so save ski going on. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, until next time, no doubt. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Take it easy. Have a great time. I'm out.